guys, and welcome to Drive Spark. I'm Promeet, and say hello to the all-new Toyota Land Cruiser 300. Now this, what we are driving, is not your regular LC300, but this is the LC300 GR Sport. Yes, this is the GR Sport version, and this thing gets some minor tweaks on the outside, on the inside. So let's quickly begin this video, and I will tell you everything you need to know about the all-new LC300 GR Sport. So let's quickly begin this video. Now, first of all, let us talk about the price of the LC300. Now, this particular variant, that is the GRS or the GR Sport, that's the Gazoo Racing Sport variant. Now, this will set you back for rupees 2.41 crore ex-showroom. Yes, you heard me right, that is the ex-showroom price. So, approximately close to around 3 CR is what this Toyota LC300 will cost you. Now, talking about sheer size. Now this is an SUV. I mean, this is probably the biggest SUV available in the Indian market right now, and it is just massive. If you look at it from the outside, especially from the front end, you will notice that how big, wide and long that hood is. It is a massive SUV. If we talk about the changes that this SUV gets, now the regular LC300, if you have seen that car, now if you see the front end of the LC300, you will notice that it gets chrome grills, like not exactly chrome, but it's brushed aluminum grill. It gets a shiny grill at the front, but this, the GR Sport variant, gets a blacked out grill. In fact, you get all blacked out elements throughout it. You get this pearl white paint scheme, and along with that, you get all elements that are blacked out, which actually makes this SUV stand out, and it is a fantastic looking car. Now, GR badging all over on the outside, on the grille, on the fender, on the back. You have the Land Cruiser badging that's finished in black. No chrome around the window obliques, and yeah, so it just looks magnificent from the outside as well. So at the front, you have your LED headlamp setup. Well, you have the DRLs that are horizontally stacked, again, that convert into the dynamic indicators. Overall, if you move to the side of the vehicle, you will notice that you get blacked out alloy wheels. Now, these alloy wheels that you get on the GR Sport version are smaller than the regular LC. Now, the regular LC300 gets 20-inch alloy wheels, and that is more towards the chrome side, but the alloy wheels that you see on this are 18-inch, and you get a beefy tire. So the tire profile that you have over here is a 265/65 R18. Yes, you have 18-inch alloy wheels, which actually looks slightly smaller, but on the contrary, it gives you a lot of comfort, especially when you're doing off-roading or you're going on bumpy surfaces, since you have a beefy tire. Now, if you talk about the ground clearance, 240 mm of ground clearance is what you get with this, and you also get a side stepper on each side. Well, without that, it'll be really difficult for you to get in and out until you're a very tall person. However, my height is 6'1", and I also found it difficult. I just tried to get down without using the footstep. It's slightly difficult. And overall, if you see the body lines and creases, it's very subtle. It's nothing flashy, no sportiness going. This is sort of a boxy SUV. This is how the Land Cruiser design has been. It's almost taken like views from the LC200, from the front, from the side, from the back as well. If you go to the back, you will notice that you have LED tail lights, wrapped around tail lights. You have your Land Cruiser badging, as I mentioned. So as I was saying, you have a exposed wiper at the back, you have a shark fin antenna, and then you have a spoiler as well. Well, overall, if you look at the car from the outside, you will notice that yes, the wheel size does look small, 18-inch wheel. However, 20-inch is what the regular LC gets, as I told you. But this thing is just massive on the outside. I mean, even the Mahindra Scorpion, when it, like right now it's rolling by my side, this is wider, taller. This is the pinnacle of SUVs that you can get in the Indian market. In fact, all over the world, this car is used by politicians, by people who have power. They want status, they will go around in an LC. So Land Cruiser, and this is just phenomenal. Well, if you move on the inside, well, there are some GR badging as well. Well, you have the GR badging on the steering wheel, you have the GR badging on the seats, if you can see right over here on the front two seats. The rear seats does not get it. You get this kind of an upholstery, the two-tone upholstery on the seats, and you get Alcantara finishing on the roof and on the A pillars as well. Well, the B pillars over here also get Alcantara finishing. In fact, the entire roof is finished in Alcantara, and as you can see, you get a sunroof. It's a big sunroof. The shade, I mean, this is manual, obviously you have to open it, and there's a button, so you have the buttons and the control buttons right over here on top. Overall, if you sit on the inside, you will notice that you have plenty of space. If you talk about space, let me tell you the boot space of this vehicle. So this is a 5-seater. You can order the LC300 in a 5-seater option only. There is no 7-seater option with the LC300. So with that, you have around 1131 liters of boot space. Yes, you heard me right. 1131 liters of boot space you get in this car, which is probably double of what you get in like regular 5-seater luxury cars as well. So 1131 liters of boot space, it is just massive. I mean, you will not carry that much luggage. The amount of boot space that this thing has, I don't think anyone can carry that much luggage. Or if you're like just leaving the country and going somewhere else, at that time this will come really handy. Overall, soft touch materials all over. You get a heads-up display, you get a touchscreen infotainment system, you got a digital cluster, and one thing that I really don't like about this touchscreen infotainment system, it gets Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it gets a wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Well, that is slightly disappointing. I don't know, I tried to connect it to my phone, but I could just connect to regular Bluetooth. Wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay just could not connect. So that's a weird thing. However, as I was mentioning, the steering wheel, it has got steering on the control. It's a 3-spoke steering wheel, and as I mentioned, you have the GR badging on the steering wheel as well. Plus, the steering wheel is an electric steering wheel. However, the adjustments for the steering wheel is also electric. You have tilt and telescopic adjustments. You have 3 memory options for the driver. Passenger does not get a memory option. Well, front seats are ventilated, they are heated, and they also are power adjustable. So that's a really good thing. You also have a 14-speaker surround sound system from JBL. That is pretty decent. Could have been better for the price that you're paying for this car. I mean, they could have used a different sound system, but anyway, it's not that bad. Plus, over here you have your AC controls. So you have 4-zone climate control, 2 for the front, 2 for the back, and you can control them individually. Well, however, the back is slightly, you will feel the car this size, it's almost 5 meters in length, and no problem if you want to take a U-turn, because the turning radius is pretty decent. You don't have to take a 3-point turn. It's pretty nice. So yeah, as I was saying, the rear feels slightly cramped. However, this car is almost 5 meters in length. Like 5 meters, that's a pretty long car, but still, when you sit at the back, like right now, this is my driving position, and if I want to go and sit in the back, you have the seats that are scooped out, but still, I mean, you could have got a little more space. Boot space could have been compromised, but I mean, you need that amount of leg room, right? So as I feel, you have the entertainment pack as well. You have screens on either sides. As you can see right over here, you have 2 screens for your rear entertainment. You have an HDMI port right over here where you can connect the screens as well, and you have your 4-zone climate control, so 2 are at the back, and you have vents on the pillars on top, and you also have vents on the sides as well. So yeah, ventilation not a problem. The cabin cool downs really fast. However, Toyota has a fantastic AC, I must say. It just cools the cabin down really fast. So the LC300 comes with a 10-speed torque converter gearbox. Yes, you heard me right. It's a 10-speed torque converter gearbox where the first couple of gears have a shorter ratio, and then you have taller ratio gears. So basically, when you're doing triple-digit speeds, you are at a very low RPM. That is actually something very commendable with the LC. And plus, on the contrary, this thing gets a 110-liter fuel tank. Well, you heard me right, 110 liters of a diesel fuel tank. So one full tank can easily last you more than 1,000 kilometers without any stop, and that is why the LC300 can go non-stop on the highway or in the city as well, for that matter of fact. And this 10-speed gearbox sends power to all the four wheels, as I mentioned before, and you have your differential lock, your high, your H4, L4, everything has a separate button to it. So as far as safety goes, the LC300 is just loaded with safety tech. Globally, this thing gets a 5-star safety rating and it gets 10 airbags. Also, it has level 2 ADAS, ABS, traction control. You just keep on naming them. And yes, this thing is a completely safe SUV on the road, off-road, wherever you want to take it. And if we talk about some tech over here, so you first of all have your auto hold button right over here. Then you have a park brake. Then you have, it's a full-time 4x4 SUV. So you have your H4 and L4. That's your high and low gearbox. You have to push it from here. Then you have your diff locks right over here. You have a 360-degree camera button. You have multiple drive modes. Let me just go through the drive modes. You have Eco, Custom, Normal, Sport S Plus, and Custom mode, where you can customize it according to your need. Well, however, the suspension is not customizable. It's got a regular coilover setup, but the steering wheel and the throttle response can be set up according to someone's needs. Also, you have multi-terrain modes. You have a crawl mode also in this, so this thing can go and do some heavy off-roading. I mean, this was built for that. You have sand, it will go. You have mud, it will go. You have ruts, rocks, anything, this can just crawl. Now, if we talk about the engine of the LC300, so the engine is a 3.3 liter. It's a V6, but it is a twin turbo diesel engine. Yes, you heard me right. It's a V6 twin turbo 3.3 liter diesel engine that produces almost 305 bhp of power and 700 Nm of peak torque. Well, 700 Nm of peak torque, just see what happens when I floor. You can hear that, right? The engine has a pretty decent growl to it. I mean, it definitely is very peppy. And yeah, acceleration 0 to 100 is under 9 seconds for an SUV that weighs 2.5 tons, more than 2.5 tons, is just awesome. Let me just slow it. We're doing 50 kilometers an hour. If I just put my foot down, just see what happens and hear. If you can hear it, just hear this. 4,500 is the red line for this, and this can go all the way up to, I mean, I don't know, company claims 165 kilometers is the top speed, but that is really not the case. It will definitely go beyond that. I've taken it beyond that. So I mean, it takes some time to respond, but once it's up and once the boost has been loaded, it just shoots across. So yeah, the twin turbo setup that we have over here, the smaller turbo is for the initial boost and the bigger turbo is for the lateral boost. So there is no loss of power band. However, as I mentioned, the initial is slightly laggy, could have been a little more sharp. So I mean, off-roading would have been a piece of cake, but I mean, it is definitely, it's just unbeatable. This car has immense road presence. If we talk about size, just, I mean, it is the biggest SUV available in the Indian market right now, and you can get it only with a V6 diesel engine. That's the 3.3 liter engine that you have. If you want the regular LC300 or the LC300 GR edition, you can get it only in that option. So once again, guys, this was the LC300 GR edition. If we talk about the price of it, 2.41 crore ex-showroom is what this car is priced at, and it is a fantastic vehicle, just amazing. I mean, it is such a massive vehicle that when you go behind a car, you really don't need to honk or flash the light. You'll see the grille, you'll see the massiveness of the car, and he will just give you side. That has happened, trust me. It is a head turner on the road. So yeah, guys, this was the LC300 GR. I hope you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any other questions regarding the LC300, let us know in the comment section and we will get back to you on that. Until then, I'm Promit signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe and drive safe. And before signing off, let's just hear that V6 growl once again. triple digit speeds, no problem whatsoever. See you soon in another video.